A very good morning. I'm Shanali from Behind Me International Media, and you're watching our morning bulletin, and you're watching local news. Ontario Premier Doug Ford is warning that US President-elect Donald Trump proposed tariffs could put up to 500,000 Canadian jobs at risk. With just days until Trump's inauguration, Ford is urging the federal government to take stronger action. Speaking Tuesday, Ford said that Ontario ministries estimate the 25% tariffs could have a devastating impact on key sectors. He also criticized Ottawa's slow response on border security, one of Trump's key concerns. Meanwhile, Alberta Premier Danielle Smith has cautioned against blocking energy exports in relation, while Ford says all options should be on the table. Ford meets with the Finance Minister Dominic ahead of a high-stakes meeting between all premiers and Prime Minister Justin Trudeau today. With Trump's inauguration just days away, Canada's response remains uncertain. Over in Guelph, a gastroenteritis outbreak at the University of Guelph has now sickened more than 240 students, with health officials linking the illness to norovirus. Wellington Dufferin Guelph's Medical Officer of Health Dr. Nicole Mercer confirmed 243 cases so far, though the actual number could be higher as some students may not have reported their symptoms. Norovirus causes severe vomiting, diarrhea, and stomach cramps, making for a rough start for the semester. Most cases have been linked to South residents, where students say conditions are challenging. In response, the university has ramped up cleaning efforts using bleach-based disinfectants instead of regular sanitizers. They're also providing students with MS's bags to help manage symptoms. Public health officials say that they won't be issuing daily case updates as most infections resolve quickly. For now, students are hoping that the outbreak runs its course soon. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, is suing Elon Musk, accusing him of failing to disclose his early stake in Twitter on time, saving him $150 million in stock purchases. SEC rules require investors to report when they surpass 5% ownership within 10 days, but Musk allegedly waited 21 days. The delay, the SEC says, caused substantial harm to investors as Twitter's stock jumped 27% once his stake was revealed. Musk, who's later bought Twitter for $44 billion and rebranded it as X, called the SEC a total broken organization. His lawyer dismissed the lawsuit as a sham. The SEC wants Musk to forfeit unjust profits and pay a fine. The case was filed in a Washington, D.C. federal court. Still on international news, in South Korea, impeached President Yoon Suk-yeol has been detained following a large-scale operation by the country's anti-corruption agency. Hundreds of investigators and police officers entered Yoon's presidential compound early this morning to execute a detention warrant over his controversial imposition of martial law last month. Despite earlier resistance, Yoon complied to avoid clashes between law enforcement and his security team. A convoy of black SUVs transported Yoon to the Corruption Investigation Office in Gwacheon, where he is now in custody. His lawyers had attempted to delay the arrest, offering his voluntary surrender, but the agency refused. More than 1,000 officers were deployed, but security forces at the compound offered little resistance. Yoon has defended his actions, calling the opposition an anti-state forcing blocking his agenda. This makes a major moment in South Korea's political turmoil. And lastly, let's take a look at the weather forecast for Wednesday, the 15th of January 2025. It's going to be a chilly, most cloudy day with a high of -4 degrees Celsius and an overnight low of -8 degrees Celsius. While we won't see any snowfall, temperatures will feel colder, with wind chills making it feel closer to -10 degrees Celsius at times. Winds will be coming in from the west at around 10 kilometers per hour, staying fairly light sunlight throughout the day. The humidity level will, however, hover around 65%, adding a crisp feel to the air. For those heading out in the evening, expect cloud cover to thicken with a slight chance of light flurries overnight, though nothing significant in terms of accumulation. Well, the good news, no snowfall is expected, so your morning and evening commutes should be smooth. Well, that's your weather update for today. Bundle up, stay warm, and stay safe, Mississauga. Have a great day.